Inspiration Nation, hello and Merry Christmas. I just realised I changed into my Christmas jumper because we are back to backing, guys. It is Christmas Day when this drops, but we're recording a week early. I've got my Christmas jumper on. Jose's got his Christmas jumper on. Ryan's got a jumper on. How are you both doing?
Have a jumper.
I'm playing around with my background because I've got a Christmas one and I didn't put it on. There we go.
Yeah,
Christmas
background.
Yeah,
this is the same one every single year, isn't it? It's the
I
same
made this like
one.
3 years ago and it works well.
That's really good. I love the way you change it depending on what's going on. I love it. You should maybe have one for all the seasons, coming
just
like
making work for me all the time, aren't we? Making work. Right, so this is a Christmas special. Merry Christmas out there to everyone. We love you for supporting us for the podcast all year. I don't think we have a subject. I just think we ramble because it's Christmas and we just have a chat. Where we are back to back in everyone. So this is our second recording. We're all several drinks in now. Joe's had like a bottle of Baileys. Ryan's been drinking all day, and I've had half a pint. So we're well into it now.
We are well into it.
Half a pint well into it.
It's Guinness as well. It's a strong stuff because it's Christmas. I really like Guinness at Christmas, especially. I drink it all year round, but I don't know. It tastes like Christmas.
So when did you start drinking Guinness? When did you sort of say, I like it?
When I was a teenager and I worked behind a bar, so my late teens, I think I slowly worked my way through drinking everything that was there, just trying everything. So I got onto bitters and then stouts and drinking Guinness. So I'd tried it then, but more recent years I've got more into it, I would say.
Right.
And then I've always been comfortable drinking it. Did a tour a few years ago to Guinness factory in Ireland and was like fascinated with the history of it and where it came from, and the history of stout and porters before that as a drink, and started to try a few different ones of them for the different flavours, which I really like. An actual London porter, which is a little bit darker than a Guinness. I really like that. And there's one, I got one for Christmas called Plum Porter. And the way they make it, it's got a plum taste to the drink. It's amazing. It's like my favourite drink ever.
I bet that sounds nice because I quite like Guinness with a little bit of blackcurrant in it. It's like drinking pudding. It's like drinking pudding. It's like, oh my god, it's like pudding.
I'm gonna buy myself a Guinness gift box for Christmas with a can and a glass in it.
Oh man,
Ash, if you're still listening to this, I want that for Christmas, please.
And then when if you're zero alcohol if you're out, the zero alcohol Guinness is spot on to Guinness.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know the
best
difference.
Alcohol. Yeah. The best alcohol-free drink that tastes like the actual thing that ever.
That's it. That's what I'll drink is Guinness Zero.
I was so disappointed when after the worst Christmas dinners.
Just text me and said I didn't hear what you said.
He's not listening very well.
What you said.
Tuned out.
Love that. That's so funny. I love that. But yeah, I was so disappointed when they didn't have Guinness Zero. Who does not have Guinness Zero on their list when you go out for drinking? That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's not on draft, is it? You just get it in a can, but
get a can. Yeah, but it's still good. Perfect. You chill that bad boy. It's great. It's really nice. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's so good. Right, Lee, what are we doing? Are we just chatting?
So I was thinking, I think we're chatting a little bit. I know we don't like this, but a little bit retrospective, but not in our end of year, New Year's resolution, all that jazz.
Later, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I think we can do a little bit because I'm going to go on record and say that this past year has, without question, been the greatest year of my life. So,
okay,
it's been good.
Okay, let's dig into that a little bit. So, what's made it the best year of your life?
So, the reason for doing this, by the way, as well, is there's a Christmas song. I can't remember which one it is, but it's like, it's almost talking about Christmas as you're summing up the end of the year and what are you going to do next year. And I quite like that as a society, we have this, like the last 2 weeks of the year are almost like your party, wind down, ready for the next one. I think it's, without doing that whole, I'll put it off till the new year thing, like we talked about, isn't great. But I quite like that reflective piece, and I guess I appreciate it more as I get older, which is why I thought we could talk a little bit on that. And I've thought on this, so I think it's been an cumulative effect. So last 5 years or so, 2020 obviously was that weird full-on COVID year where everything was a bit strange. And we talked about when things get back to normal, and Joe, you quite rightly said it will never, there's a new normal that's going to come out of this, which is exactly what we live now, and it's interesting. 2021 then as a year, I was in a new relationship. Start of that year was within the first year of being in that relationship. So it wasn't brand new at the start of the year, but I went into that and it was in the first year. And I also at the start of that year started a new job. So there was a couple of big things that happened. Was that 21 or is that 22? I can't remember how it all sits together. But that was a year. Let's say it was either 21 or 20. It all blurs. And I say this, I said to someone yesterday, it's really weird that you struggle to remember your own history, but I really have to trace back some things over time. So whenever that was, that happened and it was good. I think then when that happened, when I went into that job and I was in a relationship and everything, I think that was the first time I didn't feel like I was working towards a place. I felt like I was there. And you guys know me, I'm always trying to do new things and ambitious and build and whatever. So it's not like rest on my laurels, but I think it switched from I'm trying to get to where I should be to I'm now here and how do I build on it. And that was a definite switch then. I then introduced Backlog Your Life the year later, which was, I bought myself so much time doing that. Suddenly it wasn't just work and out of work, it was work, out of work and project time, which was amazing. Then I think I've skipped a year somewhere in the middle, but then I had last year, as you guys know, and it wasn't. I moved house, lots of good stuff. And then this year, which is kind of all these things are the building blocks to it, because I completed the biggest, most ambitious project of my life, which you guys know is that thing I did in the garden. I've had my best year professionally by far. Got fantastic relationship, wife with kids, everything. Had the greatest holiday of my life ever this year as well. So lots of greatest things ever really happened, and it just feels like it's been building for the last, well, for my life, but for the last 5 or so years. But I think this is the happiest I've been. I've achieved the most. I've still got a million goals that are new goals that I didn't have 5 years ago that I'm building on. But so I hope this continues. And the story is each year for the last 5 years, I'd say this has been the best, and it's built and built and built. And it's been pretty awesome. So that's my end of year summary to be. And actually, I think this is the first year I feel comfortable to say that without feeling awkward about saying it.
That's great. Yeah.
Joe sounded incredibly sarcastic,
Yeah,
but that is I'm actually proud of you as your friend for you to feel that good about how your year's been. And that's not to take away from anything, but I haven't lived your year, so I can't know for sure what your life, so I can't know for sure that it would have been, but I believe you. And obviously I work with is probably a slightly loose term, but I work in some kind of alignment with you and what you bring to the table, Lee. And I think you offer a fantastic thing at work, and I think you're a great person. And I think if you think you've had a great year and your best year, then I'm proud of you, and I hope next year's even better.
Thank you. I also did my second playthrough of Fallout 4, which is important, and started playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So I had a good gaming year as well. There you go. There's everything all wrapped up in one tasty little package. See how I avoided having to be awkward about compliments.
Do you know what I like about this? It is great to hear about your year, which is excellent. But what I really enjoyed hearing, and this is where what I think is great, is that you're more comfortable in sharing it here on the podcast, that you don't feel as awkward, because I know that's that whole introversion thing.
Yeah.
And you feel more grounded or whatever. You feel more certain around where you are.
I had a whole half pint of Guinness as well.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, okay, fair enough. But no, but
this was the plan about 2 days ago to say this. So.
This is what I love about this podcast. If you remember, like the first podcast we did, and we made this journey of ours, we did struggle sort of sharing really where we were, but I think right now we are sharing really where we are, which is going to help so many people when they listen to this, because many people are in exactly the same position.
Yeah, go back and listen to those other episodes.
Yeah. But this is what I love, is that we're actually sharing real time things that, scare us, or we fail at and we win at. And I think that's the beauty of life. It's the everyday stuff that we support people with, and we know we go for ourselves and we share it, and just to let people know that they're not alone, because everyone faces this stuff, and there's different phases of life. Is why I love it that Ryan's here, you're here. There's a decade between us, and I think that really casts the net really wide, and it just shows the growth. It's just like you say, this podcast is a growth podcast of us, but actually people can reflect and resonate with that because they're going through those stages. The people listening to that are going through those stages of life. So the more we can share about our vulnerabilities, what we think we're winning, what we think we're losing, it's so powerful. So thanks, Lee, for revealing that you felt this is the first time that you really felt not awkward
Yeah.
sharing that, which is great, by the way, because that's definitely growth there. Yeah.
It's been a quick 5 years. Me and other half were saying yesterday, it said this is our fourth Christmas together, and we're like, that's mind blowing
Amazing.
that's gone that quickly.
That's gone quick, isn't it? That's gone really quick. Because I remember going to your wedding. That doesn't seem like 5 minutes ago, literally. Brilliant. It's so lovely, and it's just really nice. Lovely to hear that it's going the right way. That's, yeah. I couldn't wish anything else than great and keep it going, but it keeps going, and that's it's lovely.
So how about you guys? Any reflections to dabble into that
Right,
territory?
from
Any
you?
Christmas thoughts?
Reflections. I don't really know how to follow up. It's been the best year of my life because I'm not
Did I
not
steal
convinced.
the thunder?
No, because I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced I have had the best year of my life.
You
What's the
said
reason
you
for
had some
that,
big milestones this year, Grifter.
Yeah, I did. But you know why? I feel like I don't because, or I haven't, because I don't set myself goals and targets to achieve. And I wonder if now I'm coming through the other side. I'm just going through this now as we speak. I wonder if I'm coming through the other side of what we spoke about on our previous episode of um, coming through that veil of invincibility. If that's something that I need to do to be making the most of my time. Now, obviously, I totally understand that what works for Lee and what motivates Lee may not work for me, and I completely appreciate that. But setting yourself goals and targets isn't an outrageous expectation, is it?
No.
Probably something I'll take away over the Christmas period.
I just think, and you're on my own timeline, which is different for everyone. You're not quite there yet, but you definitely get that realization of making the most of your time. And a bit like you said in, we'll say last week's episode, that definitely wasn't like 15 minutes ago for us in real time. You lose that, you when you're in your 20s, it's not only that feeling of being invincible, but time is endless. There is no pressure of when am I going to do this, and in the future is a perfectly easy. Oh yeah, that's when I'm older. That's when I'm older, and then you reach a point where actually that's now. Well, there's only so long left, as in you're counting down to the end, but you become very more aware of getting the most from your time, I think, and you're probably getting towards that sort of place as well. And I think that's where you become more goal orientated as well, because you want to start achieving that. You want to start having it. You haven't got a million years in front of you like you feel like you do when you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
None of that, not in a negative way at all, because I'm determined I'm going to live to 120, so I'm not even halfway yet, but
Could go
definitely
beyond
more
that,
about
Lee.
making the most of it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. Go on, Ryan. You're going to say?
No. Just pondering.
Oh, look, we've got you very thoughtful today.
Well, and then I'm thinking, what targets and goals would I set myself? That's just where my head's at
What?
now.
Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, that's the bit to ponder.
What do you want? I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? And I just love this reflection because I'm now getting to that last third, and I'm very aware of my mortality. So my year's been about getting things in order, and having stoicism thought about, hey, one day I am going to die literally soon. It's not going to be. I haven't got infinite time. So my jobs this year have been about getting my shit in order, basically.
Oh,
He's
glass of Baileys. Glass of Baileys.
He's definitely had a drink.
You can imagine me in a pub, can't you, Ryan? It'd be quite good. But no, it's really about making sure that, if I do pop my clogs, that everything is there's things in place. Let's just say that. So that's been actually the latter end of this year. I've really this year has been sort of gradual, but at the end of this year I've literally just completed some really big pieces of work, which will really help. I'm really pleased about that because and it's interesting because yeah, it's scary to think about your own demise, but you've got to think about it, and you've got to think about, well, look, if I'm gone, what's going to be left for my children or my wife or whatever. So that's really what I'm about. So I can just now I can just breathe a sigh of relief, think, right, that stuff's in order, good. Now it's all the sort of little stuff really. And I have had a really good year in my career. It's just been great. The coaching authors and literally, oh my God, it's just been a crazy year for helping people in my work. So I'm just very proud of myself because I've helped people realize other stuff. And they're accelerating, and that's all I ever want. I just want to leave that behind, and because I know I'm not going to be here. So my thoughts now, Lee and Ryan, is just really about what do I leave behind. That's it. You know, it's no longer about what will I achieve. What can I leave behind to help other people, and that's really what I'm about. Because best in the world, you know, I'm running a project at the moment, and I'm saying, hey, this is an idea. I'm going to run it for a bit, but the idea is that I don't keep running it and that you run it. That's really what it is. Because I recognise that I don't want to be, no, I'm not going to be there. So that's really the whole point now. Is about how do I not be the point of, I suppose you still will be failure, but the point of failure. I don't want to be that. So I want to make sure that things are in order. So then if I'm not there for whether it's career, whether it's life, whether it's home, that things will still be, okay, there'll be sadness, whatever, but things will run and it will be smooth. And so that's really what I'm putting in all. This is really interesting because like when Ryan was talking about when he's younger, 18, 20s, not thinking about 30s, not thinking about that, it just really hit me in my 50s, really smacked me in the face that, right, this stuff needs to be in order. So yeah, but it's been a great year because I've really
attacked. Who have you put in place as my guardian when you're gone, Jose, to take over?
You don't need one, Lee. You'll be fine.
Am I going to fly the
We-
enough, you two.
We all go up a level.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
do I become Jose?
Joe.
So what's going to happen is,
do we need a new Ryan?
The podcast is going to go on. The podcast has got to go on, irrespective. So when I'm gone, it's got to continue.
Well, I mean, if
it's recorded now.
If we're honest about that, we already know that it's better when you're not on it. So really, we kind of,
that's it. The A-team,
me and Ryan are
it?
just kind of kicking our heels until you are gone, and we can kind of unleash our true potential.
Yeah, the A-team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I heard that. Yeah,
we're kind of it's more like a sympathy thing that you're here now.
I have something on my goals list to bring us back down to earth.
Oh, okay, go on. What's this?
We are going for a beer.
Oh, what?
The three of us are going to arrange to go for a beer at some point.
That could be very dangerous, Ryan. Just saying.
That's fine. I can get a hotel somewhere because it's too far to drive. I can't one and drive all the way to like a different county.
Yeah, Crowborough, right? Crowborough.
I would be up. I would be interested in hosting an Inspiration Nation barbecue at the Pearson Kemp swimming pool resort that we have here in the garden.
That could be very.
That could be lucrative. That could work.
That could be very lucrative.
Mm.
Oh yes, that would.
When you say lucrative, does that mean I can
charge
charge you entry?
Yeah, no, I don't know why I said that.
Does it just mean we're going to drink a lot?
I'm looking forward to. I'll be looking forward to the bar. It's the bar that I'm testing out the bar area that you built.
And we do
not
have here.
Not the BQ, just the bar. Not the BQ.
That was atrocious, and I applaud you for it.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the goal list. We will see each other in person.
Yeah. Do a bit of content.
Sounds like we're saying we've never seen each other in person, but I saw Lee.
I remember the first days we spent hours together.
Maybe 6 years for Joe, but I saw Lee about 6 weeks ago.
And I brought my pizzas.
You did bring your
pizzas. You did
again, and everyone's heard this every so often we talk about it. Joe would bring over vegetarian pizza every time. None of us are vegetarian. I don't know why he did this.
You'd still eat it though, wouldn't you?
Of course,
because it's pizza.
You know what? It's so funny because sometimes they pop up those old episodes, and it's so funny. Ryan, you're so funny. Oh my god, it's great, but it's so amazing. The growth, man, is so good, and your beard is just taking different shapes. Oh, when you look back, just
do you know what?
Those episodes.
Do you know what? I spoke to Ash. You can see it. You can see it on the camera. I spoke to Ash the other day. It grows out of this. And you can tell it grows. You can tell it grows out of this because this is the thickest part of the beard. But it looks like this is all balding. I promise you, it's not. It's full of hair. But where it grows from here, it looks horrific.
Have you got a chin comb over? Is that what we're saying?
That's what it looks like. That is not what it is. I promise. I promise.
You should definitely get into alcoholic
God.
territory, isn't it now?
We are.
This is funny though. I love it. This is good though. But no, honestly, I'm loving this journey with you two, and it's really nice, and it's lovely. It's just, yeah, I just could ask for two better guys really to do this with and to have this journey with. It's really cool. Never thought about it when Lee sort of say, I do a podcast. Like, what are you talking about? And now we're like, what, 6? I don't know how long is this now? Is it 6? I don't know how long it is. I've forgotten. Is it 6, 5 or 6? It must be 5 or 6.
No, we definitely did a year of us going to Leeds before COVID, so it must be
Yeah.
8. It must be into the 8th year now.
No way. It's not 8 years. It's not 8 years.
No,
It can't be 8.
maybe
It's
into the
not 8.
7th.
I'll
Maybe
have a look and I'll
maybe
tell
7.
you. And while I'm just
Can't be
looking it
8.
up,
God, that's incredible. If it's 8, I'm gonna fall
I'm
off my
terrible
chair.
at doing my admin, but Ash put a message on a YouTube live and redacted it, so I really want to know what she said, Ryan.
She said Merry Christmas in the last stream when you did it. You ignored her, and she was
Oh, did
fuming
I?
about it.
What
Oh,
did
Yeah.
bless her. That's all right. It's fine. Leave it
we
done, it's
only
okay.
we only do shout outs for paid subscribers. I'm sorry, Ash. If you'd like to subscribe, head to Jose's OnlyFans and you can join up there.
Only Joe's.
If you join the
Only
spicy
Joe's.
picture tier, that's
It's my
where
only,
it's at.
it's the one and only platform. That's what
The
that
one
is.
and only platform.
Jose fans. I'm going to make a logo for that.
There'll be an AI thing about this. You know that, don't you? I know. I'm not going to go
Also,
down.
Merry
Jose
Christmas,
fan.
Ash. Thank you for your kind message that I totally didn't not see in the YouTube live.
Jose fans is funny, by the way.
I don't. It's because I had the song lyrics up. I didn't actually have the YouTube screen in front of me, so I didn't see it. See, I'm digging myself out that hole now.
So, any other Christmas thoughts, you lovely lot?
Merry Christmas.
Where do you guys want to see this podcast go next year? What do you want to see us do?
This is what you do in the new year, but we're going to do it now.
Well,
It's a real difficult question. That.
we talked about this a bit. I've really changed my view on what this podcast is to the point. It's great. It's out there. It's great. We do it and we have the infrastructure and people listen. I absolutely love the Jose community, especially we get on TikTok and stuff that you see. That for me is a massive win in this, that we've got that out there. But for me personally, this is just about this conversation now. Even if we just had the conversation, didn't put it out there, it's my focus has totally changed because this is what has made me who I am today, and it will keep doing it. So actually, I just want to make sure we keep doing this every week. That's it. That's all this is to me now, and that's in a positive way. Not that's all this is to me now.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Do you know what this podcast really has really given me so much strength in doing all the stuff that I've done. You know, through my work, through having confidence just to help us, facilitation with people of different levels. It doesn't really faze me at all now. Whoever joins facilitation, it doesn't at all. And it's what this podcast has given me. Having these conversations every week to really reflect on, what we've done, what we want to do, the fears, what works, what doesn't work. For me, it just gives me so much confidence. And when I talk about it, and I actively talk about it in everywhere I go, everyone, anyone asks, so yeah, I'm a podcaster. I've got a job, I've got a podcast. That's my main, that's one of my main things that I love to do, and it's amazing. And I just feel so proud of this podcast. And there's not a lot of podcasts that start and go this long. There's so many that drop out, and that's what I love about it. And I think this is because we enjoy it, and that's the main thing, that we enjoy this, and we want other people to enjoy it. As I say, and that's why we got this lovely community that goes on. And I've got to do more videos, to be fair. But even though we've got Frizzle coming, Eagle, I got my book author MKS joined because I've coached them, and it's just lovely that this is just going to keep growing. And in fact, Lee, I sent you an email. We just got someone to be on the podcast. I sent you, I don't know if you got it in your email, but I sent it to you. Someone's actually asked to be on the podcast, and I've actually replied to them.
I've not seen
So
that.
now
When
we're
did you
getting
send this? I need to check for this. Was this today?
Oh, it's a Hotmail. It's at the the Hotmail address I've sent it to, but I copied you in.
Was it today?
But
Was
someone
it
wants to
today?
be on the podcast, and
He's not answering my question.
That means
Sorry,
it
what was
wasn't.
that?
I don't
Sorry.
think it was today.
No, it wasn't today. It
I
was,
need to go and dig that out then. I'll have a look for it. I need to.
a couple of
I'll have
days
a look.
ago. But what was finding is because of our longevity. What the hell's that? Oh my god! It's
What longevity?
sorry, no. Chick asked me to do this weird thing on TikTok. He wants me to be a human. I think it's been going so long now. He thinks, oh, it doesn't think he's a human. Where was I? This podcast now has got such a long legacy that people are starting to. We're getting people starting to email us to be on the podcast, and I've not reached out to anybody. But now we've got so many episodes out there and so much content out there that this is actually a legacy which is going to go on forever, which is great, which I absolutely love. And with the invent of AI, it'll be interesting to see what that goes. For me, Ryan, I think when you said about what the future is, I'd love to know how AI could be more involved in this podcast. That's what I'd like to know. What could we do to utilize AI to make this podcast even better? I don't know what questions, but I think AI is the next level of this podcast. And I don't know what that looks like, though. I don't know. This is something to throw around and have an idea, but maybe, yeah. I think how we can introduce it, what could it do for us? I just would love it to do editing. It's like, all I want to do is can it edit? But I don't think it's not there yet.
Just to make you laugh,
yeah, for
I'm
me,
pretty sure you went into my junk email for some reason. There you did. You went into my junk email.
I did. Yeah, do you know what I found? Well, the reason because I probably found that I found that email in my junk email. So,
Okay.
but anyway,
right,
look,
I'll do that. Right, guys.
well, I've replied and copied you anyway, so I've just replied.
Got it. Christmas time. Time to wrap this thing up, guys. We need to go and get the turkey out the oven, get the brandy butter ready, Christmassy stuff, etc. This has been another great year. By the way, we're 6.5 years in. I had to look up. That's where we are.
6.5. That's a lot of years. That's gone so quickly. We've gone through some major things like COVID, haven't we?
We have
COVID. You know, the Ukraine and Russia. You know, the European war is still going on. All these massive events are going on. We've been doing our podcast through all this, and so this is a bit of a history lesson as well when we talk about these things. So yeah, amazing.
We started
It's amazing what happens in 6.5 years.
Started when Donald Trump was president, and he's still president now.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. That's mad.
Lots of milestones. Right,
yeah,
guys, it's time to wrap it up.
We'll
say
do it, Lee.
Merry Christmas. 3, 2, 1.
Merry Christmas.
Inspiration
Nation.
Catch you
guys later.
Later. I did Lee at the end. I did this all.
I did a Lee at the end. I'm going to leave that.